In a tyrannical struggle for power, Ryan and Tan have kidnapped fellow employee John Dowdy.
I am Ryan.
Oye, tranquilo, viejo.
I am Ryan.
Santo cielo, hermano.
Johnson wa doko wa dou desu ka?
I am Ryan.
Cálmate un poco, por Dios.
Konnichiwa, ma...
¡Oh, cielos! Sandra Bullock.
Johnson! Watashi wa, oh.
Ryan and Tan kidnapped me. We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. It's the only way.
Anata wa koko desu! Yay!
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here with one of our new segments of Talk of the Town, Video Noobs.
Look how much my boobs tickle, y'all.
I'm here with Margo,
I hate you.
and we are playing Saints Row 4 Re-Elected Edition on PS4.
Can I take the car? Is this like GT? Okay, how do I do that? Triangle?
I
No.
didn't order it.
Yeah, it's triangle.
Never mind.
And people say video games won't make me violent. Well, how do I aim?
It's the right stick.
That's what I'm doing.
You're going on a rampage here.
I'm trying to shoot this one guy. It's working out real well, you can tell.
Eventually.
I'm doing pretty decent, you have to admit.
Yeah.
There are things aiming at me. I'm gonna die. Stupid aliens. Why do there have to be aliens? I'm gonna hide behind the car. That'd be smart. Hide behind the car, Margo. That'd be smart. It's... Oh, yes. That's great.
Your sprint bar emptied.
So now I have to shoot the stuff, so I need to turn around and face my enemies. And not
It smells
X.
like donuts back here. Okay. It wasn't donuts.
And I
I thought
died.
it was something else. I was like, who's bringing donuts in the afternoon?
What'd I do?
What is up, everybody? Welcome into this edition of Party Chat from the Highscore headquarters. I've got Hampton and Zach with me. My name is John, and we're going to give you a quick review of 2014 in the world of video games. Guys, let's start with your top games of 2014. Console, PC, whatever works for y'all. Hampton, go for it.
Well, not necessarily an original game, but it's the only game that I'm familiar with. It's the Last of Us Remastered.
Mm-hmm.
Not only does it have an updated graphics, which look amazing, but it also comes with the DLC Left Behind, which I also thought was equally amazing. And I thought it contributed a lot to the story. So I'm going to have to go with The Last of Us Remastered.
All right, Zach?
Mine's a new Alien Isolation.
Ooh.
The game is a bit long than it should be, but they got the atmosphere right, and it brought back horror games to what they should have been, instead of like the current here's a monster, shoot it. The whole point of Alien Isolation is pretty much the alien is on the ship, run from it.
So it's
You face it, you die.
So it's very survival instead of third-person horror shooter type thing.
Yeah, pretty much. It's what Dead Space should have become.
Yeah.
One thing I want to talk about is Destiny. I've seen my roommate play it constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It looks amazing. It handles really well. I've messed around with it a little bit. There's been a lot of grief given to it for the lack of, I guess, interest in the story. That it's not, a proper, FPS story game.
Mm-hmm.
But the multiplayer is I think well done. The one thing my roommate keeps complaining about is the lack of being able to connect to the server. I guess that's probably a big issue in terms of playing, because it's an MMO as well as an FPS.
Yeah.
So it looks amazing. It's just that's the only problem I've experienced with it. So and on that topic of disappointments, biggest flop of the year. What do you guys think?
Biggest flop, damn. That's a hard one.
Let's consult
I
the
think,
notes.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yes, Unity.
If not, possibly Rogue, because not a lot of people talk about that. If you're talking about sales wise,
Okay,
it
okay.
definitely gets overshadowed
say.
by it definitely gets overshadowed by Unity just because it was on last gen, and no one seems to be paying attention to last gen. Rogue, no one I hear is talking about that game, which I heard was better than Unity.
I have played through it. It handles exactly like Black Flag did. It looks amazing. The storyline is a bit depressing. I won't spoil it, but it handles very well. It's a very well done title from Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Unity was real glitchy and buggy. I've seen a lot of like just random glitches out of it.
Didn't Unity require that app on your phone?
The companion app?
Yeah.
I don't know that it was required necessarily.
Well, I think it was required for
but-
certain missions or something like that.
Yeah,
My dad
there's
played Unity, and there was some. Yeah,
there's additional side stuff with the companion app. That is true.
I think that's a waste of time.
It is. I have it. I don't know why, but it's not really all that interesting. You just do. I don't even remember what you do. It's been so long since I've used it. Now
Obviously not memorable.
we've looked at console games. Do y'all have any PC titles by chance?
Yes, there is one title that I played. It's an indie game on Game Jolt.
Okay.
That is one of the best games I have ever played, hands down. It is called Presentable Liberty.
Presentable Liberty. Okay.
Go on Game Jolt and play it. This is one of the first times I've ever played a game that actually made me forget I was playing a game.
Darn.
Second day of the game, I completely forgot that I was actually playing the character who is locked in this sort of cell.
Okay.
And pretty much, I started becoming the cell character. So pretty much, it's kind of like, if a person's put in isolation and all they got are these letters coming in, you start welcoming the letters. You start wanting them to come in. So it kind of turned into that. And after I played it, I watched this YouTuber play it.
Mm-hmm.
And halfway through the video, he had a freaking breakdown. It turned into a fact where he's pretty much wondering, like, the creator of the game really set up how to really make well-definable characters and how to hit you hard with the story. You only get, the letters are the only thing that tells you the story. That's the only stuff you get for story. And the characters are actually kind of, you grow to like the characters even though you've never met them.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel sorry for their deaths.
This is an indie title, you said?
Yes.
Darn.
I never heard of
It's
it.
really good.
I'm not big on indie titles. I'm not big on. Is this PC? I'm assuming.
It's
I'm
PC
not
and
big
it's
on-
completely free.
I'm not big on PC games. I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
Yeah, when you said that, I immediately thought about Thomas Was Alone. And if I'm not mistaken, that did come out in 2014, if not 2013, but I guess it's still recent enough to where I can talk about that.
Okay. Sure.
But the only person that tells the story is the narrator, and he describes the personalities and the shapes of of Thomas and the other fellow characters, and it was about the only time I felt sympathy and like emotion towards a bunch of shapes. Like, the narrator really makes you feel for them, even though you have a square, a rectangle, and a bigger square, a bigger square of a different color. You know, and the narration really does a great job of personifying these shapes, and you want them to succeed in their quest. And I was really surprised by that.
Last thing I want to mention from last year is the Halo Master Chief Collection. I don't know if y'all have. I hope y'all are familiar with Halo. It's been
I'm familiar.
around for a long time.
Not an Xbox player, unfortunately.
I'm not either. I grew up in the Sony system of
Nintendo.
systems, if you will. You're Nintendo guys.
Yeah.
But I have had a chance to mess around in Combat Evolved, and it looks amazing. Like, you have the option to switch between the original CE graphics back on the original Xbox, and they've updated them obviously for the Master Chief Collection. They have an anniversary of 2 as well, which includes updated maps. 3, 4, no Reach. That Master Chief was not involved there. The 5 multiplayer beta.
Yeah.
And I think Bungie messed something up, and they've since added ODST to it as well. So it's a lot of stuff in one game. If you love Halo, by all means go for it. I grew up Sony, but Halo is still a very good series.
Yeah, my friend, he showed me, we were talking about the Master Chief Collection. He wanted to show me the graphics difference between the Halo 2, the original, and then the updated graphics. Wow. just so different and beautiful too. And it's really weird that was 10 years ago, and the difference between now and then. Something I did notice, which is like, I guess depending on how you look at it, could be annoying or it could be really cool, is that the gameplay, while the graphics did get an HD update, the gameplay was actually like unchanged. They didn't mess with it. You still can't run or anything like that.
Your one speed, you kind of float when you jump.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, and I liked that they kept the gameplay intact, but I thought, and I don't know, this could have been like way too much or anything or something like that. But if you could like switch between the original gameplay and then the updated like Halo 4 type of gameplay where you could run and stuff like that, I thought that would be really interesting if they ever did like a 20th anniversary or something like that.
That would be cool. Zach, have you messed around with it at all?
I have not picked up Halo in a long time. The last Halo game I owned was Halo 5. And after...
Halo 5?
Well, Halo 4.
Are you from the
4.
future?
Sorry. Yeah. Maybe I am. I don't know. Halo 4, and it just... Halo's not really that big game. I'm not really big on FPSs. I mean, I picked up Halo because mainly Halo was one of the first FPSs that I actually found that had a good story. So that kind of hooked me on for a bit. After like Halo 4, I just kind of drifted off from it. Just kind of went on its welcome. So I haven't really picked up the Master Chief Collection.
Okay.
How about we look towards this year, guys? I mean, last year obviously was a lot of big titles came out. This year, what are you looking forward to? A lot of glitches, yes, a lot of glitches
and patches, a lot of patches. This year, last year I played Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection, so I just ran through 1 through 4 and Peace Walker. So I have to, and I played Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero last year. And
that's right, because they're splitting it into 2 titles.
They split it into 2 titles, which really isn't 2 titles because the first one was only a 90-minute game. And with maybe 2 hours of extra stuff that you could have done, but it's all on one map. And so it was basically like a $40 demo, which is what a lot of people had a problem with last time. But I've seen a lot of gameplay footage for the Phantom Pain. I have to say I'm really interested in that. It's a close tie between that and Uncharted 4, which I love the trilogy. It's a fantastic trilogy. It's a very Hollywood-esque video game, which I love, also loving movies. So it's a close tie between those two.
Zach, how about you?
Well, it may not be coming out this year. I am hoping out for the next Silent Hill game that they're releasing. I played PT last year, and I loved PT. PT is by far one of the greater teasers for Silent Hill, because they really got a whole lot of good stuff done with very little talking and having to listen to the story and having the monsters, a repeat of a monster from one of the previous games. So Silent Hills is something I'm really looking forward to right now. Other than that, I'm also looking forward to Persona 5, with me being a big Persona fan with that coming out this year.
All right, and
fun fact about the Silent Hills demo, which was done by Hideo Kojima, who does the Metal Gear Solid franchise, is that during the gameplay demo, they have this like when you're Snake and you're going through the jungle, and they have this like little distraction like thing where this inflatable thing pops up and it like scares the enemy AI, and one of them explodes to look like Lisa, the ghost from the PT video game, and I thought that was kind of funny because she screams and it has like she had the disfigured face and everything. And I thought that was really a clever Easter egg.
And me personally, it's rumored to come out this year. Square hasn't said anything official, but what is it? What am I trying to say here, guys?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3. There it is. I played the original Kingdom Hearts on PS2. It's been almost 14 years at this point.
Yeah.
I have the 1.5 remix. I have the 2.5 remix that I still have to break into. I'm really looking forward to what Square and Disney and all companies involved are putting into this new game. They had a trailer at E3, I want to say 2 years ago, 2013?
No, that was last year.
Was it last year? Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're right, 2013.
It was 2013.
Well, they had one in 2013, and then they released another one in 2014.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, it was 2013. You're right.
They're keeping us updated before waiting for the game.
So Kingdom Hearts 3 is what I'm mostly looking forward to if it comes out this year. It's going to be next gen. The only thing that has me a little bugged about it is that it's moving over to Microsoft as well.
Yeah.
Traditionally, it's been a Sony
Exclusive.
title with the exception of the mobiles. But, I mean, I guess if Microsoft wants it, they can have it, you know?
Question.
Shoot.
Kingdom Hearts fan.
Which one?
Would you want,
one?
for you,
No.
would you want, or for both of you, I guess, would you want, since Disney has recently purchased Marvel and Lucasfilms, would y'all want,
I see where this is going.
would y'all want Marvel, Lucasfilms, or even Pixar in it, and not classic Disney?
I think you're getting. I think where they are now is what they have to stay with. I guess I could see them adding in some of those characters, but I think it would take away from the original vibe that the game had. You know, where
You think it'd be a cash grab type of thing?
Yeah,
I would be more welcome to Pixar than I would be to Marvel and Star Wars.
Pixar I can see,
because
but not Marvel.
Pixar has the same style, same animation style as the Disney movies. I'd be more welcome to those than seeing Star Wars or Marvel get thrown into the mix.
Although think about it, Sora, Donald, and Goofy landing on Tatooine. Think about that for a second. That would be.
And
a
then the
little
ultimate
funky.
boss is Darth Vader.
Yes,
That would be
Okay.
I think that would be fun.
that'd be kind of funny.
That'd be
actually.
kind of fun.
you would kind of get the Star Wars people going. That can't happen. There's
Well-
no way you would lose.
With the purchase of Lucasfilms, Disney also has Indiana Jones. How about how fun? I know it's an impossibility, but think about that for a second.
That would be actually
Indiana
kind of-
Jones
Indy
is your
Jones.
number 4.
That would
Indy Jones your number 4. All right.
that would be a very interesting play, because if it was gonna be like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, the human enemies that they added would probably be kind of a bit racial.
What? You don't think they'd kill Nazis?
I don't think they would want to bring them in.
Sora, Donald, and Goofy against the Third Reich. I think that would be
That
You
would be
pick
a
the
little
shield,
bit.
best
Sora-
game ever.
You pick the shield, Sora becomes Captain America.
Yes.
Yes. And on that, I think that's where we're going to end this edition of Party Chat. Thanks for tuning in. For Hampton and Zach, I'm John. See you around.
World 3's coming out.
No, it's not.